Hello everybody, welcome. I'm so excited you clicked on today's video. If you're new around here, my name is Shay. I make beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos. So if you like what you see today, please subscribe, hang out for future videos. So today's video is going to be all about MAC products. I narrowed it down to 5 that I think you should try if you are new to the brand or just new to makeup in general. Just from when I did work there, I know it can be extremely overwhelming because MAC does have so many products. You walk in, everyone's makeup's beautiful, the music's loud, the energy's high, and you don't even know where to start because it's just like so much going on. So I wanted to streamline things and make it really easy, create a list so you can walk in, show your artist, and tell them this is what I want to try, so that if you're afraid to go in there, it makes it a little bit less scary. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my favorite all-time MAC product I think everyone would love, and that is Studio Fix Foundation Powder by MAC. If you aren't new around here, you are probably so overhearing me talk about this because I talk about it so much. It's literally my favorite makeup product. It was just in my recent favorites video. So it's a foundation powder. So the main way you can use it is simply like that, just as foundation. If you are oily, it's great because you're not putting a liquid on your face, you're putting a powder foundation on. My favorite way to apply it is with a big buffer brush like this. This is also from MAC. I will also link this below in case you're interested, but it also comes with a little pad underneath here. It has a mirror. You flip it up. It has a little like sponge in here that you can use to apply it as well, especially if you're on the go and you pop this in your bag. They have so many colors. It's unbelievable. I couldn't even tell you how many colors they have. If you go into MAC and you need to be color matched, it's completely free. They're just gonna dust a little bit on your neck. So easy. Make sure it matches you before they send you out the door. So my favorite way to use this is actually not just as a foundation. I like to wear my normal foundation, concealer, all of that, and then right at the end, this is totally not my color because I just grabbed a pretty one to take a picture of it later out of my freelance makeup kit, but I like to just do this. This is probably gonna make me look pale because it's too light, but I just dust it right over the T-zone like that with a big brush, and that just kind of gives you like this airbrush finish. It kind of helps blur out those pores and makes everything a little bit more matted down because it is a matte coverage. I'm sorry, a matte finish. It is a medium to full coverage, so if you are wanting to achieve that full coverage, you totally can, even if you're not using a liquid underneath. So before I ramble too much longer, do yourself a favor and just give it a try. All right, the next thing I want to tell you guys about is MAC lipstick. I narrowed it down to 3, which was so hard, you have no idea. But they have a variety of lipsticks now. They have liquid lips, they have like pens that are lipstick, they have so much different stuff going on now, but these are just like the classic bullet lipsticks. And I think they have over 150 colors, I think 7 finishes. I can't exactly remember because it's always changing, but they have, finishes ranging from a total matte, like full-on opaque color all the way to high shine and very sheer color. My favorite is a satin, which the one I'm wearing right now is a satin, and it's just my favorite because it feels moisturizing. It's got a lot of color, but it also has shine. It's kind of right in the middle. That's my favorite. But I also am going to show you a matte because it's like a famous matte that everyone needs from MAC. I chose, like I said, 3. I chose a pink, a nude, and a red because I think that is just a good little mix to get started with that you can satisfy all of your makeup needs with. So the first one I want to talk about is called Viva Glam 2, and it has this red packaging. This is different than the others I'm going to show you because there's, I think, 3 to 5. They're always, again, changing stuff, but there's a line of Viva Glam lipsticks, they're called, from MAC, and they are a fundraiser that MAC does. But this is my favorite nude. I just think it looks so beautiful on any skin tone. On me, you can tell it's kind of more, I'm looking in my mirror over here, it's kind of like a pinky mauve color on me. If you are darker in skin tone, it's gonna look more nude, but I am very fair right now, so it kind of changes. I've seen this literally on every color skin tone, and I just think it looks so beautiful no matter what your skin tone is. Because it is light, you can really tweak it by mixing it with different liners. I paired it with a pink liner today. I've even seen it with Stone, which is a MAC lipstick or a lip liner, and it is so beautiful. It's like a gray dark brown. I've seen it on darker skin tones with like a red liner, and then they do like a ombre lip with it. You can do so much with this. It's just so pretty. Okay, moving on. This color has a special place in my heart because I wore it on my wedding day. It's my favorite like natural looking pink. It's not like a bright pink like this. It's a nude kind of pink, but it's called Faux. It's just beautiful, and I feel like it's foolproof. Can't really go wrong with Faux. Okay, last but not least, everybody needs a good red, and again, This one looks good on everybody, no matter what color you are. It's like MAC's best-selling red, I'm pretty sure. It's called Ruby Woo, and it's called a retro matte. So it's extremely matte, which means there's no shine. It feels pretty dry on the lips, so you might want to use a little bit of like chapstick or primer underneath of it, but it's gonna last the longest as well. It's gonna wear through everything because it is a retro matte. It's a blue-toned red, so it's gonna make your teeth look nice and white. It is just like that classic retro old Hollywood, beautiful red that everybody could use in their collection. So those are the three I wanted to show you guys. So pigments. If you haven't heard of pigments, don't worry. I hadn't heard of them either until I shopped at MAC. Back when I was starting to shop there, a lot of brands didn't have loose eyeshadows like this. I think Bare Minerals was the only one I had ever even heard of, but that's basically what this is. It's a loose eyeshadow. MAC also has pressed eyeshadows. We're gonna talk about some later, but this is a loose one, like you can see. This is a smaller version of it because this is out of a little Christmas kit. That's the best time to buy them. They have little minis and they're gonna last you forever no matter what. So see that? It is so beautiful. This is one of my favorite colors. It's called Tan. I have it on the center of my eyelid today if you're wondering what's on my own eyes. And I think this color, I was trying to pick colors that would look gorgeous on everybody, and that's why I picked this one, because it will look gorgeous. Again, if you are the fairest of the fair or the darkest chocolatey skin tone ever, this is gonna look so beautiful on you. It's got this like golden champagne vibe going on, and it is so pretty. You can even, depending on your skin tone, use it as a highlight. So you can do so much with these. Like I already talked about, you can use them as a highlight. The way I applied it to my eyes today is I literally dipped my finger in, just how you saw me do, just with a dry finger, and went on the middle of my eyelid and kind of buffed it out with my finger. Another great way you can use these things, I'm gonna move on and talk about another product because you need it to use with that. I just feel like I have to talk about these two in conjunction, because if you wet your brush with this next product and then apply this, it gives it this more like dense metallic look that is so beautiful, and it's also going to help it last longer. Moving on to this product, this is called Fix Plus, technically Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So this is just like so many of the things I'm talking about. It's so multi-use that I feel almost overwhelmed trying to tell you about it because it can do so much. So first and foremost, it's like a finishing spray or prep spray. So it has chamomile, green tea, cucumber, all of those things to calm the skin. It has glycerin in it, which is an ingredient that attracts moisture, so it's gonna bring hydration to your skin. It, first of all, just smells amazing. Or second, third of all, whatever number I was on. Oh my gosh, you can use it as a refresher throughout the day to just refresh your makeup. If you pop a little bit of powder on your skin throughout the day and you feel like you look cakey, spritz yourself with some of this and it will just bring you back to life and make it settle all into your skin so you have that natural skin finish again. But you can do so much. You can mix pigments into this. You can literally take that tan pigment, pour a little bit of this, mix it in, and now you have a body glow. You can spritz all over yourself in the summer. You can, like I said, wet brushes. You can do that even with highlights. If you want a really extreme highlight, you can wet your highlight brush with this. I just love doing this even on a day off. It just kind of makes me feel nice and awake. If I'm gonna go run errands without makeup on, I'll spray some of this on me. I don't think it extends makeup wear. MAC says it does on their website, but just from my own perspective, I don't really notice a difference in like as far as me not getting oily or something like that. I would stick with like a mattifying setting finishing spray for that. If you need help with that, DM me on Instagram. I'll again give you some recommendations, but as far as just making your skin look great, making it feel great, making it look more natural and setting products to your skin, it does do all of those things. So Fix Plus by MAC. They even have scented ones of these now, and they sell little ones for $10 if you want a little purse one, so that's amazing. Okay, we're almost done. We have one more thing we're talking about, and that is MAC Eyeshadow ×9 palettes. I love that MAC does this because they're totally affordable. Some of these are limited. They'll come out with fun limited ones, like this was a limited one. I think this one was, but normally they have about 4 or 5 that you can buy all the time. So I'm gonna talk about Dusky Rose, which is my personal favorite out of the permanent collection. There's also one, if you aren't like a mauve girl, this is like kind of mauve-y taupe colors. There's one called Amber ×9 that's more of a brown gold that I almost picked because I think both of those would work. One of those two is gonna work for everybody, depending just what you like. This is what's on my eyes today. in conjunction with that tan pigment. These are, I can't remember the exact price, but they're in the $30 range, which basically means if you buy 2 MAC eyeshadows that are the like singly sold ones, you might as well have just bought one of these. Like, yes, those are bigger, but you only have 2 colors, so your options are limited, where this, you have 9 different shades. They place them in here so you know they all are gonna work well together. There's a variety of finishes. You have sparkly ones, you have matte ones, you have satin finish ones, light and dark. Any matte colors in here are what I personally use in my crease, so I will blend colors out with them and use them like as a best friend color. Or, you know, you could just do a light dusting of some of these mid-tone colors all over your whole eye. I also love the highlight colors in here. You can pop those under your eyebrows in the inner corner or on your lid for some nice shine. And then these darker colors are great for in the crease or on your outer corner. I should probably do some more in-depth tutorials with these, so let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments below. But I just think these are like such a little secret weapon. Like, if you just have one of these, you can do so many different looks. You can do an all over smoky eye or like the naturalist eye you ever saw. So these babies are amazing. Okay, that's everything I wanted to talk about. I feel like that went by so fast because I did narrow it down to only 5 products. At the beginning, you guys, I was gonna do 10 and I just thought, no, that's way too overwhelming. I still feel like I want it to be a nice, compact, small little list. Like I said, I do have a blog post on this if you want to screenshot the actual list. It will be linked down below. And please leave your favorite MAC product down below, because I know there's so many of us that use MAC and there's so many of us that don't yet. So leave it down below so those newbies can read your favorite products. It might differ from mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always enjoy our time together. I love making videos, so I'm so glad there's anyone out there watching them. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys soon with another video.